Number 1. SharePoint lacks essential comms functionality. If you're an internal communicator, you'll know engaging your employees is increasingly hard in the era of information overload. You'll need the latest and greatest engagement techniques, not just somewhere to store your news. Now, SharePoint is a great document management tool, but it's not a real employee experience platform. It reminds me of when I moved into my new flat and I used some cardboard boxes instead of curtains. Did it block out the light? Technically yes, but at the end of the day it didn't fit correctly, it wasn't flexible, it looked ugly, and it was just embarrassing. So do your research and find a tool that meets your needs. Number 2. SharePoint can't unite comms channels. Remember, there's more to life than Microsoft, and SharePoint is a Microsoft-centric tool. And really a SharePoint intranet is just a hodgepodge of different Microsoft tools. If you're using something like Slack or you're in the Google ecosystem, SharePoint is just not the one for you. Number 3. SharePoint means relying on IT. Now, we all know SharePoint firmly sits in the remit of IT. Just because you have a site with a few social web parts and some content on it, it doesn't mean you get control of it. And SharePoint is just the darling of IT teams, so if you want to have control over your comms tool, again, SharePoint is not the one. Number 4. SharePoint lacks critical measurement and analytics capabilities. We should be asking for more than just page views and hits. We should want smart scores that tell us, are we really engaging our employees and how are we engaging them? We should want ad hoc real-time feedback that pushes you to create the best content and push it through the right channels, and SharePoint just doesn't provide that. Number 5. SharePoint fails for frontline workers. Now, Microsoft licenses are notoriously expensive, so companies with thousands or tens of thousands of frontline employees need to have deep pockets. And even then, when you do shell out, all you've really got is a solution where the mobile experience is just an afterthought, not ideal for frontline workers. And if it's not, it's just bundled into the Microsoft Teams app, in amongst all the chat and the files and all the other stuff, so it ends up being a bit of a hot mess.